Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby and we're back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to be ranking down who were the winners and who were the losers for this batch of Crystal Rose 2026. Now we are here at my favorite site, tiermaker.com. I didn't make this, by the way. I made these pictures for the video, but this was from someone who made it in August 3rd or March 3rd or March 8th, 2024, DMY, date, month, year. So we're going to be rating these six skins so far. Again, this is my opinion. You know. Also, I want to say to the views on this was crazy. It felt like the old days. You know what I mean? When Star Guardian was irrelevant and stuff. Kind of reminded me of that because, it was not a good era, if you know. Like 56 views, like that. And I don't care about the views. I care about like the people watching, and I feel like there's a lot of people who are subscribing. I've seen a lot of, my fellow Pinoys obviously subscribing, my Kabayans and stuff like that. So yeah, welcome to the channel, and you have a lot of content to watch from me after 706 videos. Okay. Also, a lot of you guys who are public subscribers are very rich. I saw someone who did a day in their life, and I was like, "That's a mansion, honey." In the Philippines, that's a big house. Um, that's rich. I hope that person is watching right now because they subscribed at the end of July. So, if that person knows who I'm talking about, then holla. Okay, so today we're gonna be doing this tier list. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a best epic skins list like this or the best legendaries. I might have to review some of them. So let's start with this sixth batch first. This 2020-26 batch. Okay, so let's start. Obviously, you know, where would she go here? She would go here. You know why? This is why. There's a difference. You know what I mean? I mean, Lux had a very short skirt here, very short dress. Here they elongated it a bit, which is a nice change, but knowing that I mean, like Akali, where's Akali in this picture? It's Crystal Rose Akali. Where did she go? She's not in this. Oh, there she is. Compared to her to this, she was simple as well. Granted, she did get a lot of makeover done, especially with the ultimate. But I don't know. I guess I'm so tired of it. Maybe if they gave her a different color or something. I don't know. There's something missing, and I like the simplicity of this skin more than this skin. I don't know. I guess it's not like a Prestige Star Guardian Syndra situation because that also changed a bit. Even though it was the same dress, it's not about just the dress, but these two are just the same like design wise, but just like added a lot of more details, and it's kind of turning me off a little bit. I don't know. It's just off to me. But this one is over here, okay? But yeah, the difference is night and day here. Even they changed her makeup in this one. And the hair color, which they did with Akali as well. Oop, not that. But you know what I mean? She just gets it right. I know this is not biased. We're not being biased with the skin. It's just that it's a night and day difference. If Seraphine gets one, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be surprised. And why would I discredit this one when it's a different situation with Sona, who is in our best dressed category. Also, I didn't even say the categories yet. So we got best dressed, obviously the best one. We got slightly slayed. It's giving attended. Just there. You're just attending for the sake of it, and uninvited. So yeah, the person who made this made these tags, by the way. So it's not me. Also, we need to change the color to green, and this one to red. But yeah, so far so good with that. Let's talk about Sona. Now, Sona from the yesterday's reaction, right? If we put back to the reaction over here. Oh, we got an ad. Sona was really, also don't skip my ads. Thanks. Sona was really good in terms of like she filled what Lux did. Like that it's a 360 difference or like a 180 difference, but it still keeps the identity of what Sona is. Her hair changed as well. What else? The color also overall changed, but it's just like a simple color. Akali had a lot of colors in her way. And I think that makes the other versions night and day differences. Obviously, the VFX wise, I think Akali and Sona's prestiges are very similar, like one to one. It's like the same thing. Um, so it's fine. I'm not really mad at that. I'm guessing that it's also Sona's old VFX, just slightly re-updated. for this one. So yeah, and also the model looks great. Look at that. It's like full on dress. Like she looks like a tablecloth. You know what I mean? Yeah, Akali could have done better maybe if they gave her more of a purple color. Also, it looks like the pedo skin line. That's why Akali, kind of feels unoriginal because I feel like people have seen that skin line already. You know what I mean? But yeah, so no, we don't have a fully. I'm not sure, but like I don't. I'm forgetting. Maybe I'm gonna get amnesia again because we're gonna talk about my memory gap in a bit. Um, yeah, like I don't think we've had like a full pink champion skin. Again, I don't know because I reacted to like 500 skins in Wild Rift. But Seraphine is pink, period. But that doesn't mean like it's the goal. It's like the intention was the fully pink. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why she gets the best dressed, obviously, because she was there to show out. And she was doing Ariana Grande, Eternal Sunshine stuff in the intro. Also, someone told me in the comments that in the last video that the theme for this year is jewels, which smart, by the way. Also, the lore dump for these skins were out. We're gonna react to that in the next video. But yeah, like related to jewels from the Victoria Albert Museum, Royal Albert Museum. I don't know what that is museum. I love the UK, by the way. I always wanted to like settle there in like when I turn like old, but not right now because it's a mess. But yeah, so that's why there's a lot of emphasis on like big roast pieces because I know we had big roast pieces if we look at all the old skins, but I don't think they had a big of an impact compared to now. It's like it's more prominent, especially when we see Nami's intro. She has that necklace transformation. Majority of some of these skins have a transformation. So yes, okay. So let's talk about Diana. Yeah, I said it. Now Diana is not bad. Is she better than Nami? No. But the thing with Diana is like her VFX are great, but like similar with I think the drag off is that it's the hair. I know that's it. That's the probably the only complaint. And I feel like she doesn't really fit with this skin line as much. No shade. To be honest, looking back at it, I feel like she's forced, which is not bad. I feel like they forced her into this skin line, but I feel like they lazily made her, and I don't really think there's fully uh, thought for the skin. Like they didn't really think of much. No shade, because Yasuo was kind of like a second thought as well, but they kind of did him well. But then again, he is a legendary skin. And I think they're trying to do a lot of adding the ships like Yasuo Ari or like Leona Diana, or all of that. Lux Ezreal. The motif still goes on to this day. But yes, her VFX are great and everything. Yes, I like the color and everything. Yes, yes, yes. But like, I don't know. I feel like she has other good this in terms of the champion Diana. I feel like she has good skins, and this is not her best skin in terms of an epic. You know what I mean? I know people are gonna pull for the skin, but like I don't see it as the best in this batch. Maybe someone else in the skin line from the past will be like flop. I don't remember what well, that's not in PC. But like maybe Vayne is similar with her, and look at that, they were the same color. But unlike Vayne, she kept her blue, and Diana kept her thing. So yeah. Anyway, meanwhile we have Leona, who is slightly slayed now. I think this is a new thing for Leona. Like I think she eats with this one. I think out of all, I think the coloring that she gave. It sounds like I'm rambling, by the way. I think it's more better than what Diana gave. Yes, she has other skins. She has other epic skins, but I think in her caliber, I think this is the best what they could do for her. I don't know the Wild Rift skins for Leona that I can remember, but isn't she mostly wearing pants? Is she wearing pants? Not the AI ad. What is that? So we have barbecue. Let's click on the playlist. So we got barbecue. She's wearing pants. She's wearing a skirt here, but she's kind of like a thing. I wouldn't count this because it's beach, but she's wearing like a towel, mostly pants ish. Yeah, she's mostly wearing armor, basically. A suit, beach, High Noon, and this is the first time we actually see Diana. I mean Leona. I keep mixing them up. No, in a dress. You know what I mean? In Wildrift. In Wildrift. She probably has other country skins like the prestige skin she has in PC. But yeah, this is really nice for her. The VFX, it is what it is. Leona has a really old kit. I'm not mad at it. They did what they could with that skin line. So yeah, so I think she's in the slightly slayed category. Yeah, I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I think they did better effort with her than Diana. Because again, you see the simple colorness, just being blonde, orange colors, gold. That's it. Okay, now let's talk about my man. Now, I'm gonna be honest, his VFX are great. His animations are great. The outfit is not great. No shade. But the reason why I'm saying that is because, it's it's just oh, not an ad. Ugh. But basically what I'm saying, like, Yasuo is his outfit is nothing to write home about. The thing I like about him is he is, very, someone said in the comments in the yesterday's video, Italian theme. I get it. Yes, at least he has like something related to different cultures, maybe other cultures as well for the other skins, but the more familiar one is Yasuo with this Italian. He looks like Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed, like in the beginning intro of that game, the Assassin's Creed 2 game. He was wearing that exact outfit that he's wearing. Also, I didn't even realize at zoom in he changed his clothes. That shows how much unnoticeable the changes are to him. And again, when we this Star Wars reference thing I'm seeing, when you see the lore bios, we'll go through the lore bios tomorrow of these skin lines because they finally showed it. I saw it on Twitter. And I saw the word guardian, and I'm like, that's when you get the hint that something like this is their like Star Guardian for Wildrift or something. But yeah, anyway, when they zoomed it in, his outfit changed. I didn't even realize that, you know. But yeah, I like his animations. I like that he was holding the jacket. He's basically an RR farmer. That's what I liked about the overall thing. So out of four, maybe three things that I point out positive, one is lacking, which is the outfit. It could, but again, it's not. It's rare to like suits. You see suits so many times for men. Like it's really hard. Like if he's wearing shorts or if he's wearing like a kilt or something, it's hard to be creative when it comes to men's designs. Unless you're like unless he has like a mesh top or something like those, like unless you're gay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure people are like are listening right now like, what are you saying? But that's just what I'm saying. When you see all the Crystal Rose men, when you see all the Crystal Rose men in here, let's look it out. Yasuo, Ezreal, Jarvan, Jace. Well, I don't. That's it. Vladimir, Yone. I think Yone. So at the time was the most like different-ish what they could do with the suit, and then Viego. We'll count Vi. Kidding. But yeah, like it got better over time. I'll move. Yeah, like that. Got better over time and stuff. But you know, you do what you do with it. Look how simple Ezreal was at the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a best dressed skin, Yasuo. But the problem is that it's a suit. But again, with everything, it's great. Something after 1 million legendary skins for Yasuo, they gave him something, different from his other skins. He always has that ancient thematic, right? He always has like the ancient civilization, the Chinese mythology skin line like that. So it's nice for him to get a change like that. Okay, so now this one is controversial yet brave. Now Nami's was really nice, but I know people want to put it here. My mind is somewhere between here and here, so I'm just gonna put her here. Here's why. So when I saw Nami's skin, I mean the splash art is great and everything, the model is great, but I feel like they could have done more with the VFX. This is the opposite of what Yasuo is, to be honest. And I mean, the tail even has like a really nice pattern. I feel like that tail has been reused assets for some skin before. Um, and I think, yeah, that's the only reason why I kind of dock points for her. But again, it's something fresh to see Nami with the skin line. I get it. I was looking at her skins. She has Winter Wonder. And I think Winter Wonder is kind of similar to this in terms of like Aurora Borealis is kind of like snow crystal type vibes, right? Do you know what I mean? Winter Wonder, Winter, you know, the one where Diana had. I feel like that skin line is very crystals but snow. There we go. So that's the tea with that. But again, it's probably one of my favorite skins, especially with the scales in the crystals on her tail. But you can't really see it here, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's weird. It's really weird, but overall, it's great. I think they did okay with her. Maybe I'm biased, that's why I put her a little up. I mean, but I love Diana. I love Diana, so I think she could have deserved a better design wise. I guess it was just so like it's like you click random on your coloring, and then this is what pops up. Um, yeah, and also I dock points for her because you know her older skins have also really good VFX. Also, again, she's water. You know, water's transparent. You can't really see much VFX from transparency. So yeah, obviously, I'm not docking points for that, but you know, you don't really see much more with those types of skins. Anyway, um, that was a probably a weird explanation, but hopefully you guys get what I mean. The last one, obviously, we have motherhood at best dress. So our holy trinity of best dress. Here's why. I think MF. Um, I'm kind of fatigued. I'm gonna say that actually. I'm kind of fatigued with Miss Fortune's getting so much legendaries. Um, which I can understand from a lot of people because when I saw this spotlight again as I revisited, by the way, this home guard is so weird. By the way, it doesn't fit her. I hope they fix that. Anyway, she could have had this. Someone in the comments said she could have had the stairs, and Yasuo could have had the carpet, the flying carpet. Also, if it's flying, why is she walk? Never mind. Anyway, so I mean, the splash art alone is like motherhood. You know what I mean? I said it yesterday, but I feel like um she has so much, and this is like probably like her most updated splash art. I'm not splash art VFX wise for a legendary because when our yeah, but the one that peaked this animations is Battle Bunny, Anima Squad, Misfortune. Well, and even some of the sound effects sound exactly like it. It's just basically like Anima Squad, Misfortune, which is the with the crystal rose coloring. So yeah, but the reason why I gave it such a high thing is because even if it's like you've seen it before, I think this did better than in terms of design wise, Cryptic Debt Misfortune. Granted, Cryptic Debt Misfortune is more of like a siren type beat. You know what I mean? I like that one, but I feel like the outfit that she had in that skin was kind of half-ass ish, like because like there's more oomph to the skin compared to the Cryptic Depth. And I'm not gonna talk about Battle Bunny because I feel that's its own thing. But when it comes to in terms of Wild Rift exclusives versus, and we're not gonna talk about Lunar Beast Misfortune. That's so old. Um, but when we're talking about some things that were just literally made a few months apart, development wise, the gimmick for this also had was the outfit change when she takes damage or something, or when she reaches a threshold. Um, this is it was way executed better here compared to Cryptic Depth. Um, wait, burp. Oh, I burped again. Ew, excuse me. Because I feel like it was their first time doing those types of gimmicks. Like, you know what I mean? Like they started improving that formula in Crystal Rose with Ari and um Caitlyn with that zoom and stuff. So yeah, and also the dress, no shade, but in the from what I remember, it's hard to remember that skin, the Cryptic Depth Misfortune, because it was not memorable to me. It was great, it looks cool, but you know, it was such a blur memory for me. Here, there's more oomph to it, and there's more detail on the model as well. So I think that's why she gets um the top spot for the best dress. But yeah, that was my list. 20 minutes of me going deep. I hope you guys like it. We haven't done a tier list in a while. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if I should do an epic skin tier list or a legendary skin tier list for this. Or yeah, I'm not gonna do a prestige ones because there's not much. You can do a top 5. They're a base one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys like the video, like it in the second. Make sure you guys subscribe and notification bell for whenever I upload a new video. So to after this video is posted, we are gonna do a lore video review because we need to. I'm not probably not gonna make that long. I just want to know what's happening, and hopefully you guys can come along and understand with what's happening. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, dislike, subscribe, watch whatever others. Hit the notification bell. What else do I say? Notification bell. Donate to the channel. If you don't have anything to donate, watch the ads till the end. And yeah, thank you so much for the new subscribers subscribing because we hit, you know, 2,390 plus subscribers. It was at 380. So yeah, shout out to y'all. And yeah, let's get the hype for Crystal Rose going. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.